2 for 27. As we speculated, Alan, it's going to be Mark Adair to bowl 18 and 20. I suspect McCarthy will have to bowl the 19th. These 3 overs, these 18 deliveries, massive in the context of not just today's match, but also the series.
Absolutely it does. So Mark Adair, over number 18 for Ireland. Zaman on strike. Has to stretch for it, reach for it. Horizontal bat. Again, a slight change of pace, just marginally slower.
There's so much on the line here, Wilco, not just in terms of this series, the World Cup preparation, the big dance that's going to be taking place next month in the USA and the Caribbean, but also for Ireland, a little eye on the 2026 T20 World Cup and their potential chances of qualifying automatically for that. Even just one win here over Pakistan, let alone a series win, would really put them in the box seat to take an automatic spot, even if they don't get to the Super 8 stages. I know that will be their aim come the journey and the odyssey across to New York and the rest of America for Group A, but a lot on the line here for Ireland.
Goes inside out. Could be a chance. No, it's not. It's 6 all the way. What an extraordinary stroke that was from Iftikhar.
Yeah, George Dockrell, I think he was teased by this, wasn't he? He felt he was in the game for, well, 90% of its journey towards him. But it shows the power and the brute force of Iftikhar Ahmed. What a shot this is. I don't think Adair will feel as though he's done a massive amount wrong with the delivery. He's looked for the guideline outside, but he's got it over Dockrell for 6. Now it's going to be followed up by 4 more. The first one was power. This is all touch, Alan Wilkins. How good a piece of batting is this? 10 from just 2 deliveries.
Yeah, well, now that puts a lot of pressure. A lot of pressure on the bowler, Mark Adair. So you've gone for 10 in your first 2.
It was the slower ball, wasn't it? The off-cutter from Mark Adair, but exceptional reading of the delivery and then execution from Ahmed. Bang, bang, 6-4.
Short, picked up, could be out. Great effort. Balbirnie it was, who tried to get there. The ball was never going to reach him.
One of the things I love about Clontarf, Wilco, you're so close to the action, not just us here on the sidelines in the commentary booth, but also for the fans. They feel like they're right on top of the players, and they were willing Balbirnie on to take that catch. That's the VIP pavilion there where a lot of the Irish friends and family will be. They were pleading with Andy Balbirnie to get his hands underneath that, but the 150s come up, 14 deliveries left. Pakistan, they want 170 plus. Can they get there?
Is it gone? Yes, it's been claimed.
McCarthy. Barry McCarthy again. He's everywhere.
Barry McCarthy. That is a spectacular catch. They don't come much better, especially when you have to dive forward. The ball's coming and you feel that you're not going to get there. It's a magnificent catch. How inspirational is this for Ireland?
Well, since you've joined me alone, we've seen 5 runs saved. We've seen him boot one onto middle sump. And now we've seen him leap forward and take a wonderfully athletic diving catch. It was actually the on-pace delivery. I think Adair has missed the block hole, so it was there to be hit. Oh, but that's exceptional. Barry McCarthy at his best. The one thing you can always guarantee is 100% effort. It's brought about another big... You've done a lot of cricket.
Well,
Sheen Shafridi, special talent.
Well, he is. Reach for it. What he has done in recent seasons as captain of the Lahore Qalandars,
taking place next month in the USA
as
and
captain,
the
you've got extra license to put yourself up the order, but he has, and he's been batting at 5 and 6, sometimes
even
at 4.
If they don't get to the Super 8 stages.
But he can get important runs. He just loves to favour that leg side, a little bit like Farkas just helps it round on that leg side. Extraordinary stroke that was from Iftikhar. Over towards the net,
George
on the far side,
he was
leg side of the
by this,
ground.
wasn't he? He felt he was in the game. A massive amount wrong with the delivery.
He's come in ahead of Imad Wasim.
He's looked for the guideline outside.
Short, leg side.
He's gone over Dockrell for 6. How good a piece of batting is this? 10 from just 2 deliveries. It's been put down.
Now that puts
I think, would you believe, Alan? I think it's George Dockrell of all people, one of Ireland's most reliable fielders. It should have been 2 and 2. Instead, it'll be a single from Ahmed to get a freebie off the mark. It's 151
short.
For 6.
Picked up, could be out. Great effort. Balbirnie it was who tried to get there. The ball was never going to reach him.
One of the things I love about Clontarf, Wilco, you're so close in with Andy Balbirnie to get his hands underneath that, but the 150s come up, 14 deliveries left. Pakistan, they want 170 plus. Can they get there?
Is it gone? Yes, it's been claimed.
McCarthy. Barry McCarthy again. He's everywhere.
Barry McCarthy.
Big catch. It was actually the on-pace delivery. Well, I think Adair has missed the block hole, so it was there to be hit. Oh, but that's exceptional. Barry McCarthy at his best. The one thing you can always guarantee is 100% effort. It's brought about another big
left arm spin. Iftikhar.
Up the northern coast, that beautiful ground in the village. To be hit. Oh, but that's exceptional.
That's
Barry McCarthy at his best.
It's a
the one thing you can always
six.
guarantee is 100% effort.
Short boundary
it's brought
straight,
about another big.
It's still got to get there.
Yeah, it's the shortest part of the ground by a distance today. It's come in, well, what, 5 or 6 meters in from the actual perimeter of the ground, because you've got the grounds covers, the advertising hoardings, and then the rope has to have that distance in play. Alan Border famously hit, I think it was 34 from an Angus Dunlop over in a touring game. Might have been back in 1993 at this venue. Shaheen Shah Afridi shows that when you do hit it straight here like Border did all those years ago off the off breaks of Angus Dunlop, you get good reward. Strike for 6 on the journey.
Loves to favour
because of that small sample set. There hasn't been many games played here, and they've tended to all be low scoring. Looked for the guideline outside, leg side was achieved. It was by Ireland against Zimbabwe, hunting down. How good a piece of batting is 52 with 9 deliveries to spare. So they don't want to chase much more than 170. That might put it out of reach. There's 10 from just 2 deliveries left for Pakistan.
Now that
I think, would you believe, Alan? I think it's George Dockrell of all people, one of Ireland's most reliable fielders. It should have been 2 and 2. Instead, it'll be a single Ahmed to get a freebie off the mark. 151
short.
6.
Picked up.
Use the fast bowler's mentality here against
Great
Shaheen
effort.
Shah Afridi.
Balbirnie it was who tried to get there. The ball was never going to reach him.
Sense that he'll know that anything.
One of the things I love about
Shaheen will have a go at it.
So close.
So he's going to try and tempt
Andy
him with some short
to get his hands underneath that, but the 150s
by nature, Shaheen doesn't like the short stuff. He'd rather go lean into, he'd rather get down the pitch to the ball, and he loves this leg side.
Is it gone? Yes, it's been claimed.
And the fact that Shaheen is so tall gives the bowler an advantage, because he can pitch it short because he is so tall.
Yeah, and I think McCarthy's certainly identified he's not going to be going slower ball again, is he? He's got to go on pace. Barry McCarthy again! It's the first over he's everywhere! Down the hill with the wind, if you will, as well. He did the hard yards for his first 3 overs. The figures don't look pretty today, but it doesn't really tell his story, does it? He's been everywhere in the field, McCarthy. He's in many ways coming into his own as one of Ireland's real talisman under the captaincy, the permanent captaincy now.
Yes, it's been claimed.
He's got 2 deliveries
Barry
left.
McCarthy again. He's everywhere. Barry McCarthy.
Shaheen's looking to the square leg umpire to say, well, you know, is that wide? It's not.
Catch. I think he's pleading with both umpires. It was actually the on-pace delivery. I think Adair has missed the block hole, so it was there to be hit. Oh, but that's exceptional. Barry McCarthy at his best. The one thing you can always guarantee is 100% effort. It's brought about another big pavilion here in Clontarf. So as a consequence, the umpire should adjust his guideline. It was outside the guideline from McCarthy, but he gets away with a 4th dot in the over. He'll just have 1 ball left to try and close out his spell. Pakistan hovering around that straight,
but he's still got to get there.
Yeah, we're at the top.
Yeah, it's the shortest part of the ground.
180. He's looking at 180.
Has to have that distance in play. Alan Border famously hit.
That's what he likes. Shaheen goes big over deep mid-wicket.
Might have been back in 1993.
6 big runs for Shaheen.
Shaheen Shah Afridi shows that when you do hit it straight to the end of the 19th, it's all those years ago off the off breaks of Angus Dunlop. It's good reward. Strike for 6 on the journey.
Loves to favour
because of that small sample set. There hasn't been many games played here, and they've tended to all be low scoring. For the guideline outside, the leg chase over achieved was by Ireland against Zimbabwe, hunting down a piece of batting 52 with 9 deliveries to spare. So they don't want to chase much more than 170. That might put it out of reach.
There's 10 from just 2 deliveries left for Pakistan.
I think, would you believe, Alan? I think it's George Dockrell, of all people, one of Ireland's most reliable fielders. It should have been 2 and 2. Instead, it'll be a single Mehmet to get a free bang 6-4. 51
short
6.
Picked up.
Use the fast bowler's mentality here again.
Great effort.
Balbirnie over to go. Tried to get there. The ball was never going to reach it. 63 on the board for Pakistan.
Putting to bat.
Shaheen will have a go. He's so close.
So he's trying to do Balbirnie to get his hands underneath that. But
the umpires have been in mortal danger.
The one thing, well, I think the talk coming into the series with the small ball.
Is it gone? Yes, it's been claimed.
Absolute run fest.
And the fact that Shaheen is so tall
with how they've done
gives the bowler an advantage because he can pitch it short. Because that is a top edge over.
McCarthy certainly identified.
Fine leg for 6.
Ball again, as he's got to go on
Barry
pace.
McCarthy again.
He's
everywhere.
For a bowler. A huge amount wrong here. That
as well.
Boundary. Did the hard yards for his first 3 overs. The figures don't look pretty today, but it doesn't really tell his story. Does it? He's been everywhere. He's just got it up and over. Craig Young is up in the circle, right on the edge of it, coming into his own as one of Ireland's real talisman under the captaincy.
Is it gone? Yes, it's been claimed.
Back to back.
Shaheen's looking to the square leg umpire to say, well, you know, is that wide? It's final over.
Catch. I think he's pleading with both umpires. It was actually the on-pace delivery. It's actually the on-pace delivery. I think missed the block goals. Oh, but that's exceptional. Barry McCarthy at his best. Was out his spell. Big final 5 deliveries. These.
Another big. Still got to get there. Yeah, we're at the top. It's a little bit of room, and that extra room makes it easier to play that shot through third. That's what he likes. Shaheen goes big over deep mid-wicket. 6 big runs for Shaheen.
Despite losing wickets, you do hit it straight to the end regularity in the second half years ago. They are counter-effecting that with plenty of reward. Strike for 6 on the journey.
He loves to favour
now Adair. So often there hasn't been many games played here, and they've tended to under the pump now. 11 for the guideline.
Leg side
was by Ireland. Against Zimbabwe,
a piece of batting
52 with 9 deliveries to spare.
If they
don't want to chase much more than 170.
Massive blow over square leg. 10 from just 6 deliveries. Big runs from Iftikhar.
Would you believe, Alan? I think it's George Dockrell, of all people, one of Ireland's most reliable fielders. Well, this is a cameo. 2 and 2. Could be a game-changing cameo. Is it a game-winning 6-4? 51. Ahmed is strike rate soaring up towards 300. Great effort. 6-4. 3 legal deliveries.
To get there, the ball was never going to reach 63 on the board.
Well, it was a very friendly off-comer, wasn't it? Sized up. So felt like he was expecting that was coming. To get his hands underneath away.
The umpires have been in the
crowd
danger.
That maybe is supporting Ireland and Pakistan in equal measure, if not possibly favouring the visitors.
Yes, it's been claimed.
Run fest. 24 degrees, runs and wickets aplenty. Gives 6 Friday afternoon.
Because he can pitch it short. Because that is a top edge over. Fine leg for 6.
He's got to go on
Barry McCarthy again. He's everywhere.
A huge amount wrong here. That boundary.
Oh, he's got to be out. Hit the stumps, he can't hit them.
But it doesn't really tell his story.
Shaheen was in all kinds of trouble. He was halfway down the pitch. He'd given up the chase. All that Mark Adair had to do was run over the ball.
Craig Young is up in the circle, right on the edge of it. Coming into his own. He takes the line run as well. It was almost too easy, wasn't it, for Adair to affect the run out. But Tector was very alive to the fact that Talisman might be coming under the captaincy.
Is it gone? Yes, it's been claimed.
Back the overthrow. Maybe Ahmed wouldn't have taken it anyway. He wants the strike from these final now 2 deliveries.
Looking for the Yorker again, beautifully bowled. Mark Adair chases himself. See, more often than not, the Yorker is the ball where even the informed batter can't score from. It's the most difficult to bowl consistently, but it's the ball that stops runs.
And a little bit of hindsight in what I'm going to say here, but clearly to Ahmed in particular,
Shaheen's looking to the square leg umpire
to say, well, is a better option than a pretty friendly, floaty.
You know, Mark Adair with his final over.
Slower ball.
Catch.
I think he's pleading with both umpires. It was actually the on-pace delivery. It's actually the on-pace delivery just over the course. Straight to the end of the line. Years ago, they are countering that stuff. They take the reward. They strike for 6 on the journey. He loves to lead now is there. Here comes the final. There hasn't been many games played here, and they've tended to be low scoring. 11 for the guy.
Leg side, a little bit of a waltz after the ball. Iftikhar doesn't want to go back for the second. Shaheen wanted it, so a single off the last ball.
Want to chase much more than one.
Massive blow over square leg. 10 for 6. Big runs from Iftikhar.
I think it's George Docker on the Ireland's most reliable fielders. Well, this is a cameo.
That's the total.
Cameo, isn't it? Game
Could be out. No one really stayed in.
3 legal deliveries.
The question is, Spurs 3 on the board.
Well, it was a very friendly off-the-ground size up. So felt like he was expecting that was coming. To get his hands away, but maybe not a defining one from anyone. Siamayu batted nicely for 45 off the crowd that maybe is supporting Ireland and Pakistan in equal measure, if not possibly favouring visitors.
Yes, it's been playing.
That came off 43 balls, 20 for 34 degrees. Runs and wickets aplenty. What's up to the right afternoon?
Because he can pitch it short. Because
he put on a very swift 27. He's
Barry McCarthy again. He's everywhere.
That was with Fakhar Zaman, and then that flourish at the end from Afridi and Iftikhar Ahmed. Huge amount wrong there. That was well. Boundary.
Oh, he's got to hit the stance. He can't hit the one. 37 from Shaheen. 3 4s and 3 6s. But of the bowlers, Mark Adair, well, he was a little bit responsive towards the end. 1 for 40 in his 4 overs. Into trouble. He was halfway down the pitch. None for 39. 2 for 27 in 4 for Craig Young. Up Curtis Camper. All that Mark Adair has to do was 32. And Gareth Delaney.
In many ways, right on the edge of it, bring credit to his own. It was almost too easy, wasn't it, for Adair?
So 182 on the board. Pakistan put into bat. Can they do it? Yes, it's been claimed.
The overthrow. It wouldn't have taken it anyway. He wants the strike from these.
Mark Adair chases himself.
A little bit of hindsight in what I'm going to say here.